Well, as far as New Orleans, man, I want to do a reaction to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just support the whole culture and everybody that's doing their thing in the city. So
Mhm.
I can't really put a name on none of them. But I just watched a little baby video this morning, and I was going crazy looking at a little baby new video. That shit was hard. Cause I remember seeing what that was one of the blogs of Sean when he was at the gas station. They had 30 Rolls Royces out there.
Mm.
And so watching it in the video, it was crazy, you know. And then he posted that none of the cars was rented; they all brand new Rolls Royces. Like it wasn't all for him, but it was for like different people he knew. And
Yeah.
that video was crazy this morning. So
Nah.
I like watching the Bills when they just kind of stunting. I ain't gonna lie. I like watching ESTG videos and little baby videos, 42 Doug, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I need you to do a reaction. So I seen a video this morning of the Lil Durk lookalike that was in the mall.
Oh yeah,
And it
see,
was,
now that's the type of stuff that
please
I'm
do
thinking
a
about
reaction
doing.
to that shit.
I'm thinking
Please.
about doing reactions to stuff like that too. Yeah,
Please.
definitely.
I was like, bro,
I
I
don't
need
understand how
you.
they got tricked by that. To me,
But it's
sometimes I
so
feel like
weird.
some of that stuff be scripted.
Bro,
Sometimes
it's
I feel
weird.
like stuff be scripted. Just like I feel like not, and I don't have no inside information. I don't. So I'm not saying I know anything. But like the quarter disorderly, that everybody going crazy over the stuff they saying on the French quarters and they saying wild shit out of their mouth. Sometimes I feel like it's fabricated. It's scripted, but
Yeah. And
it's still funny though. It's still
yeah,
funny, so I don't knock it.
like I had
But I
got
don't
into,
always
not
know.
get it, got into it, but I had a disagreement with somebody because they were trying to call that journalism. And I'm like, bro, if anything, that's yellow journalism. Like the fuck, like that's
Yeah, yeah. I
not
would, and
that
like
at all.
I'm not opposed to doing it though, because I thought about doing that when I was younger, doing stuff like that.
Right,
But because I'm on both sides, like I could do professional journalism and I could do that, have fun with it. So I'm not
right.
opposed to doing it. I think it's fun, like because at the end of the day, it's cool to have a balance of what's fun and what's serious news. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
So
right.
I don't see nothing wrong with doing it. To each his own. But some of the stuff that gets said on there, I'm like, man, nobody can really be telling their business like this. Like,
What,
I don't understand
bro?
why it
So
would. Not
that
in a city
what
like New
killed me
Orleans.
is my boy said I gotta keep it real for the camera. Boy, who the fuck told you had to keep it that real for the camera? Who told you that? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
I was like,
I feel like in a city like New Orleans, for you to tell your business like that, you want everybody to know you
right,
wilding.
yeah, you
I've
definitely
seen
was.
that done in New York and stuff like that. You know, New York is a huge city. But in New
Right.
Orleans, if you on that thing on New Orleans, everybody gonna see you walking around the next day. You know what I'm
Right. And you all here talking about I gotta keep it real for the camera. You ain't gotta keep, trust me, public service announcement. You do not have to keep it real for the camera. Keep it real
Yeah,
for
man,
yourself.
shout out to Ludi, man. Shout out to Ludi. Matter of fact, Ludi, me and Ludi, yesterday we come bring me this hat. We seen old boy. We seen old boy from quarterly disorder, whatever it's
Man,
called.
no.
We seen old boy that said
No.
he had to do what he did with the punk, and I said, man, what? Boy was out
That
there
was about
walking around.
business. That was about business.
He was out there walking around with the same hat on.
That
He
was,
had the same hat on. Asked me for a cigarette. I looked like,
I
cause I
bet you
was so
when
thrown
they
off.
asked you for that cigarette, it was about business. I bet you.
No, me and her had no business to do nothing. See, Louis say facts. Me and her had no business to do nothing. It was a quick no. We both was like, nah. Like, you gotta keep it moving.
My boy said that was about business. So it don't really count for real. Cause I had business.
Yeah, but shout out to their channel too. But like I say,
Yeah.
I don't knock nobody. I think it's a brilliant idea they got going.
Yeah. I think that but I do think because somebody was telling me about what I should put out versus like with my clips or whatever, like when I post my podcast, and I'm like, bro, honestly, if I put out something that seems to be like a little controversial or like a little, I guess, heated or spicy, I can get. I'm about to give y'all an insider. Like that spicy conversation was like 3 minutes of a 30-minute conversation. Like you about to come to my channel,
Right.
and look for some spicy shit, and you about to literally get 30 minutes of some substance. Like literally, because the conversation isn't about
Right.
me. Like, I never want to be on no messy shit or no, because I'm just not a messy person. That ain't me. I'll finish the shit, but I ain't gonna start it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Right.
I ain't really into like I know that's the part I never could really get into. Like when I was getting into the podcast, and I'm like, bro, I'm sure that I'll get all kind of clicks and all kind of shit if I was on some messy shit, but that's just
Oh
not
yeah,
me.
definitely. I got a partner of mine, right? I'm not gonna reveal his name. Not gonna reveal his name, but he's an artist. He's an artist, and he told me that if I really want to get these reactions booming, that I should start bashing niggas' music.
Fact. He ain't
He
lying.
told me.
People
He
will run to
told
you.
me I should start exactly. But however, the real reason that I would never bash, like to the point where I'm like saying stuff out my mouth like, man, this shit fucking trash and all that. I would never say that about a New Orleans music or New Orleans artist music for two reasons. One, I don't want to play on nobody that's from the city like that.
Fact.
Number two, people from the city ain't gonna play when they see me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna take it real personal. It's not gonna be about music. They
Right,
gonna
right.
consider me their ops.
Facts. Oh,
And I don't
it
want to be
don't
nobody
take nothing to
ops.
be somebody op these days. You could step on a nigga shoestring and you a op. This nigga is a op. Stepped on my motherfucking shoestring. Like, sir, I
Man, I
just
had
stepped
one
on him.
time. I think there's one time. I'm gonna tell this story too, cause I'm gonna tell this story too. I'm not scared to talk on it. There's one time. This gotta be about 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. I made a comment about Antonio Brown dyeing his mustache blue back then, and I
Mm-hmm.
said that shit was weird, and that they should leave all the hair dyeing to the women. That was
Mm-hmm.
just my opinion. I just said something simple. Man, I think like 2 days passed. I received like 10 messages from a block page, and the person just describing how they gonna shoot and kill me. How they know where I hang out on Friday nights, that I be at Bar Culture. They gonna smoke me on Tulane. And why do I care what another man doing with his hair color? And
Why do you care? You know
they
what?
was like, you a bitch, you a fat faggot. And, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? They going in on me about how, oh, you think you all of this. They call me a fake DJ Khaled. And I kept that ever since then. Ever since they called me that, I like to joke on that now. Like I bring that up sometimes. Like
right,
yeah, I'm the fake DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like that. Like when I
right,
say it, most people be like, man, don't say that about yourself, dog. We rock with you. But
right.
yeah, that person definitely gave me a real death threat
Yeah, I'm
from
glad
from
I
a
ain't never.
block page.
Right, and it's weird that again, like going back to the people who want to pretend to be other people. It's weird that you want to walk around act like you're a fucking little dirt. It's weird that you want to walk around act like you're fucking a pregnant Rihanna. Because I done seen that weird ass shit a couple of days ago too. Like all that shit is fucking
Yeah, that
weird.
shit weird.
Weird that.
We in a different time out here. But one of my partners told me don't never really worry about nobody come at you on no fake page. If a person want to hide their identity, they're not trying to step on business
They're
anyway.
trying to do a motherfucking fuck ass thing. And that's why I said, like, I'm glad that, because people was like, bro, I was talking to one of my partners. He was like, bro, you just a New Orleans feast. Son. Like, that's just how we talk, but people take it a different way. And I'm like, I'm low key, I'm glad that I was bred like that. And I am, assertive person or whatever, because I feel like I ain't not to say that I won't get that shit, because it's probably going to come at some point. Well, it did come on at some point. But it's just like, I don't, I've been gotten to the point where I don't give a fuck with nobody. So, like, if you ain't coming up, walking up on me outside of that, y'all can get the fuck with that shit.
And
Like,
that's why watching the Oscars was hard for me, man, because I knew a lot of people, especially older black folks. Like I talked to like my great uncle, you know what I'm saying, my grandmother brother, and like people like that, they'll be like, I like that Chris Rock didn't do nothing back to Will Smith because black people fought to get that position to be at the Oscars, and he had to show
fuck
what
that
he
position.
had to show. Talking about you got to show white people that all of us are not hooligans or thugs and all of us
First
not.
of
I said,
all,
man, look here. If somebody put their hands on me, I said, oh no. Ain't no
right.
way I'm about to keep my composure after getting smacked across my face.
And they the
That's not
original
happening.
fucking savages. White people are the original savages. Bitch, y'all are literally
That's
bred
a
on
hey, that's a
violence.
whole that's a whole other conversation. But believe me, I know because I'm big on watching them Viking shows. I fuck with all the shows with Vikings, and they definitely was the first robbers, stealers, and killers. You heard me?
Fact. But yeah, fuck no. See, that's that. It's just the mentality. It's just the time frame. It's the age. You know, they just stuck in what they felt like was right or whatever. But fuck no. Like, ain't nobody about to come walk up on me, slap the shit out of me, and then walk back and take a seat.
Yeah, they talking about Chris Rock kept his dignity. Yeah, but he got his bitch card pulled though.
Definitely did. Ain't no dignity in that being a whole out
Now
there.
shout out to his
Ain't
brother.
No.
Shout out to Tony
Oh,
Rock.
Tony Rock. What he said?
Tony Rock said when he see Will Smith, I ain't my fucking brother. I'm gonna whip your fucking ass. You heard me? You're so psyched. Shout out to Tony Rock. I fuck with Tony Rock.
Man,
that nigga was hilarious and 3 could play that game. Go look up that movie.
yeah, he was. I seen that. It just was wild to me because a part of me feel like, because it's an argument now, like, was it fake, was it real, you know, all that stuff, and now it's a conversation
that shit was real.
Is there a limit on comedians? You know what I'm saying? Like, is certain things comedians say off limits, and I just feel like,
I saw what T.I. tried to do that girl the other day in Atlanta, man.
Oh yeah, I talked about when I was interviewed Mark Caesar the other day. Me and him talked about it. He said he actually knew the girl or whatever, but they squashed it like right after that. But I'm like, once the media pick it up, it's over and done. Like, whether y'all squash it or not.
He need to give her $1 million though. He said he was gonna give her $1 million if she could prove he called her a bitch. Yeah, he said I never called her no bitch, and if she could prove I called her a bitch, I'd give her $1 million. And they found some footage of him in the club that night where they heard him on the camera calling that girl a bitch.
But my thing is,
he need to give her that $1 million.
T.I., you want to be a comedian. A part of being a comedian is free game. Like, right. Your life is free game for people to talk about. Even when you got into entertainment, a part of you getting into entertainment and being in the limelight is people open to criticize.
Let's keep it a buck. Even before that, even before entertainment, if you a human being, it's free game. Since we was little kids, if somebody got something to say about you, you sitting in the lunch line and you got on something stupid, a nigga gonna rib you. Nigga gonna say something funny about you. So it don't matter who you is. Either, you know, just move on, rib them back.
Right.
But yeah, especially once you're a comedian.
Right, that was my whole thing.
Once you're a celebrity and your life is known to everybody.
Right. Because I'm like, it's a fine line between, okay, they're human beings, which we understand. We get that you are human beings, but you have to have some type of like moment of truth. Like, okay, boom, I've opened, you know, my life to everybody. So people want to have shit to say. Like, I can't always be in my feelings about shit every time because I've opened and then you're a comedian on top of that. Like, right. At that point, your skin should be thick as a motherfucker. Like, I don't know too many people in the city who used to be ribbing or getting ribbed that ain't got no thick skin by now. I'm like, you know, it ain't too much nigga could say. You know, if you was somebody who's always getting ribbed, ain't too much nigga could say at this point in your life. Like, say somebody said something.
You just gotta flow with it, man. I mean, I've been getting ribbed since I was little. You know, when I picked up a little weight, I got ribbed. Shoot, at St. Al, we used to rib all day. You ain't got nothing to do, and there ain't no girls to look at. We gonna rib each other.
Right. So it's just like, I don't know, people getting in their feelings a little too much. I feel like, and even have you ever had somebody complain about a reaction that you've done? Or was like, told you don't do a reaction to this stuff?
I never had nobody tell me don't do nothing. I might have somebody like request for me to say special things in their reaction, and I'm like, that's not a reaction. Like, if you telling me what to say, you giving me the content of what to say. That's not a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have that done.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, so why? I don't know. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Why tell me, you know, you want me to react, but tell me what to say? Like,
but they really just basically wanted my cosign. They just wanted me to say, ooh, this shit fire, and point out such and such lyric that they wanted people to listen to. Like, wanted me to highlight a certain lyric.
So artists feel like they have to go through you to be stamped per se. Did you ever feel like you had to be stamped in the media portion of the game for people to like recognize you and respect you and what you do? Because you did say that you feel like you were not being appreciated. So do you feel like somebody had to, you know, make you feel like that, or how did you kind of get over that?
I mean, at this point, I've been doing some form of media since about 2013, so that's a long time. when I've hit different levels of it. You know, I went from doing just print media to then in front of the camera to then like now doing reactions. Like reactions wasn't a thing 7 years ago or 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So um now I never really felt like I needed to be stamped to be in it, but it was nice to have people acknowledging that they rock with my shit. I would say I always shot him out. The first artist that I felt like ever took me seriously with like me like approaching them and them giving me their music and all type of stuff was Young Greatness. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Young Greatness.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the first artist I walked up to, told him what I was doing and why I do it and all that shit. He gave me his number on the spot and started sending me music. And then it just kept growing from there. Like when I started going to hip hop shows and things like that, I would meet artists, like they started acknowledging me. I think that's what made it like okay, people rocking with me. It felt good though, like the first time I met like Mr. Mina from PNC, people like
Mm-hmm.
Chef 5, like people like that acknowledging me and like saying that I'm a part of the community. People like my dog Mac, like all of I think not really a cosign, but the fact that they acknowledge that my opinion and somewhat matters or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, that helped a
Yeah.
lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
salute to all of them.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. This was a good conversation. I'm so glad you did this. Is there anything else you want to tell the people before we go?
Well, what's going on with dog Young Harvey? I see you.
Yeah.
Man, right now I just want to tell everybody, man, just keep staying tuned to, of course, your podcast, checking in with you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
as far as myself, just keep following my Instagram page, man. My personal page, Yoey Martin _ My Hell of Life, as well as my Hell of Life business page. Got
Mm.
2 pages. Just stay close to those, man, because soon I'll be getting back in the mix with different things. I am posting different parts of my life. Right now, the YouTube channel is popping still. My Hell of Life TV. Like I said, reactions will be back, but for right now, I got a new segment on there I started called "I'm Mad About." And it's when I just give a rant about something that made me mad that day. It's hilarious. My girlfriend said I'm always with my fiance. She always say that I complain about certain shit. So I said, well, let me start telling people the shit I complain
Cause
about.
somebody
And I
complain about
think
the
it's
same
I
shit.
think it's pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to tune into that,
Yes.
as well as my Daddy Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? My son about to make 3 months next week.
Aw.
So I'm showing stuff on there about me being a first time dad. It's hilarious. Stuff been happening too. The boy and already peed in my mouth. All that type of shit. Should be happening.
Nah, for real though, bro. Being a parent, people don't understand. You can't do nothing for yourself. Not you can't use the bathroom in peace. It's
Yeah,
for
it's
real.
it's a it's a lot, man. But luckily, me and my girl, we managing it together. You know what I'm saying? It's a team effort for
That's
real.
what. Yes,
And
y'all hear that, black
shout out
man?
to the grandmas too.
You
Shout
said
out to
shout
the
out to who?
grandmas too. They big.
Oh, yeah, grandmas, mamas is yeah. They do their thing. Real talk. They be trying to tell you what to do with your child, but outside of that, they Gucci. Cause I'm sure they be like, do this and like say
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
This my child, yeah. Like you just the grandma. They don't care nothing about that though. They don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
other than that, everything good. Glad I got to check in with you. Holler at
yes,
you. You know what I'm saying? About to go get my son now. You heard me? I go pick him up.
yes. Go get the little whippersnapper. And that is the end of a good talk. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube. Link is in the bio. Give it to our podcast via the YouTube. So the Slim album might come up, but just add podcast to it and go listen to his album. Fuck. Why y'all now? And
Yeah,
listen to
make sure you put this up. Record the interview so I could throw it up on my page too.
yes, I definitely will. And I'm going to send it to you for sure.
All right,
All right.
we good.
Appreciate you.